What's up, guys? How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. And it's time for a brand new 4K and Blu-ray update video. This has been, I'd say, about a month, maybe a little more than a month since I posted the last one. So we've had some stuff stacking up. And look, let's just get started. We got a lot of Steelbooks here, all new release 4K Steelbooks, some new release 4Ks, new release Blu-rays, and then some Blu-rays and 4Ks that have been past release. So catalog titles here. So let's just begin. Let's just get this show started with the first Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I haven't been able to watch this on 4K yet, but man, this is a beautiful steelbook. It's one of my favorite MCU steelbooks. And look, this is a movie that people liked moderately. I loved it. I loved this film, and I will stand behind it. It's a top 10 MCU movie for me. I think Sam Raimi's style only basically was too much 5% of the time. The rest of it, I dug. So yeah, that's what we got here. Next up is one of the best animated films of the year. It's the Bob's Burgers movie. A beautiful, shiny wraparound image for this steelbook. Opening it up, look at that. It's very nice. And the only thing that I would say is a negative about this is there's no depiction of any of the characters from the film on the case. But you get the story, you get all the stuff, so it is a very nice steelbook. And the 4K is something I was able to preview. Looks beautiful, sounds beautiful. Next up is a anniversary release of Men in Black, coming to 4K. This was already on 4K, but now it's got an anniversary steelbook. Very plain artwork in the sides, very big disappointment, but the outside artwork is pretty nice. It's just the inside that's kind of a bummer. Next up, continuing their trend with the re-releases of the Indiana Jones steelbooks. It's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom with original poster art, which I love. I am so happy they're doing this. Last Crusade is coming out in a few weeks, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is coming out in September. So I'm very excited to have these movies on a steelbook with the original artwork. Such a big fan of these. I still have the poster in here. Not too sure. I'm probably planning on putting all four of them up. So I have my Raiders poster up right now that came in the first steelbook. Might end up taking that down and moving it somewhere else, but we'll see. But I love this steelbook, and I'm so happy that Paramount has said, you know what, or Disney, whoever released these, said, you know what, we're going to re-release them with better steelbook artwork. But it does look like the discs are the same, so there's nothing different about the transfers. It's just brand new artwork, and I am a big supporter of that. Next up, it's one of Tom Cruise's best movies. It's Edge of Tomorrow. Haven't watched this on 4K yet. I've heard great things about it. I've heard that the bass to this is absolutely insane, so I can't wait to watch this on 4K. I loved this movie when it came out. It was such a big surprise, so I'm happy it came out on 4K. Look, next one's kind of a whimper. It's one of the weakest films of the year, but I got the steelbook. It's Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. This movie is, I think, the weakest of the series. Taking Johnny Depp out of it was just a big missed opportunity. I think they should have left him in it. Warner Brothers made certain decisions, when they made the movie. So take that how you will. But yeah, this 4K is so dim. The color palette is so dim. There's no life to the image. There's no life to the film either. I mean, I just think it's just kind of an underwhelming mess, really. So that's my thoughts on that. And the final steelbook is a really surprise hit of the year. It's The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Not the Bees. Really enjoyed this movie, and I really enjoy how they're doing this with the steelbook, so you can put it on your shelf any way you may so choose. But yeah, so that's the last new release steelbook. Next up, we're moving into some standard 4Ks. First is the Criterion release of Raging Bull. Haven't watched it yet, but I'm hearing excellent things about the 4K transfer, Criterion's transfer. Can't wait to watch this. Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro. How could you go wrong? And next up, a film that's being praised as one of the best movies of the year. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. Look, I rewatched it, and I like it. I think it's fine. I think it's okay. But The story that they're trying to tell, I feel like the insane multiverse aspect of it, it doesn't work as well for me as it does for a lot of other people. I think the movie has good scenes and it's entertaining, but I just think it's overall it's a little too long, and I think I don't know. It's like a 3.5 out of 5 star movie for me. I like it. I don't love it though. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad film by any means. Just because I don't like it as much as a lot of other people, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying I don't like it as much. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. Next up is DreamWorks' The Bad Guys. This is probably the third best animated film of the year. Number one, I'd say, being DC League of Super Pets. Number two, we just talked about Bob's Burgers. This would be number three for me. All two of them are original films, right? Yeah, two of them are, well, Super Pets, you got the Justice League in there. But regardless, The Bad Guys, another fantastic 4K Blu-ray transfer. The sound, the picture is incredible. And the movie is really good too. So if you haven't seen it and you think maybe DreamWorks has not been putting out too much good content lately, I would check that one out. Next up, we're moving into a 4K Blu-ray that was released. All of these were released a while ago, but I was anticipating Minions: The Rise of Gru. So therefore, I got Despicable Me, Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me 3, and the Minions. I haven't watched any of these since I got them in the mail, but I will say this: Minions: The Rise of Gru was a big surprise hit, and I liked that movie a lot, and I would say it might be my second favorite film of the series. So you got 4 movies, 5 movies. I'd say it's number 2. Really enjoyed it, and it's a big step up from the first Minions movie. I only saw this in theaters, wasn't too hot on it, so I do plan to rewatch it sometime in the future. I have no immediate plan. And then we got a couple Blu-rays. One is a new release, 3 of them are catalog titles, and the new release is Father Stew. The movie's not great, but it's okay. It's just okay, and it has a great lead performance from Mark Wahlberg. I mean, you would just rewatch this movie simply for him and his great performance. He's really good in the movie, and that's Father Stew. Mel Gibson also in that, Jackie Weaver. So it has its perks. Next up is a film that I got on Blu-ray that I just found out is coming to 4K Blu-ray. So I'm going to be pawning this off anyway. It's Army of Darkness. I'm not even going to watch it. I've never seen this movie before. I'm not even going to watch it. I'm going to wait till the 4K comes. I want to be introduced to this movie on 4K Blu-ray. Hopefully the transfer is good. And I think the 2013 Evil Dead film is coming out on Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray as well. That's a movie that I quite enjoyed, and I can't wait to revisit that. I currently don't own it, so I'm really looking forward to revisiting that. Next up is a little horror movie that I found at FYE, and I said, let's watch it. It's called VHS. It's about these people that go into this house, they find all these tapes, and guess what? They start plopping them in, and each tape is a disturbing story after another. And this movie has so much creepy imagery. Every segment in this is just downright, I don't know about scary, but God, is it freaky. It's freaking me out. There's one of the first things in the film where these guys go to a bar and they pick up 2 girls and they bring them back to the apartment, and what happens is just, oh God, it could give you nightmares. And then we went ahead and we watched VHS 2. I couldn't find that on Blu-ray. I only got this. I said we have to watch the second movie. Second movie's not as good. The second movie, I think they take it a little too far. This movie holds a bit of realism and just rawness to it that I think is better. The second one has more of a story to it, kind of, so it works better in that aspect. I just think the segments are better in this movie than they are in the second movie. So, still, VHS, God, what a crazy little movie. And finally, the film to define a decade. Morgan Freeman narrates March of the Penguins, the Oscar-winning film for the Best Documentary Feature. I remember seeing this movie at a drive-in back when it came out so long ago. 15 years ago, 16, 17, whenever it came out, 2005 or 6 or something like that. Regardless, I remember seeing this in a drive-in, and I saw it and I said, March of the Penguins? Yes, how could I not buy March of the Penguins, put this in my collection? So, yeah, that's that, guys. Look, that's the list. That's the movies. What do you think? What do you think about these titles? Did you pick any of them up? Since my last 4K update video, we've got some decent titles here. We got a nice stack of them. So what'd you think? What'd you think about some of these Are you excited to get any of them? Did you get any of them? What do you think about some of the transfers? Also, guys, look, you could also please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I've been doing a lot of content on TikTok. I've been doing a lot of TikTok shorts. Get more into the community. We're doing a lot of YouTube shorts, mostly just taking from the TikTok, posting them to the YouTube shorts, and content as well. Reviews. We just got 3 big releases that came out. DC League of Super Pets, which I just mentioned a little while ago. BJ Novak's new film Vengeance, and Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. So definitely come on over to the channel, check out non-spoiler reviews for all those. And speaking of TikTok, don't forget to follow me there, King of Rises 131, and Instagram at King of Rises 131 as well, and on Twitter at RyanKing72. And guys, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my latest 4K and Blu-ray update video. And until next time, over and out.